Hello, my lovelies. It's 11 minutes past midnight. Good God, I could be a pumpkin by now. On Friday night, Saturday morning. And I've also just noticed I'm remarkably colour coordinated with the plant, the lamp, and the coat. And that's purely by accident, I can tell you. So, really, just a little check in. I've done a psychic party tonight, and it was for someone's birthday. And I thought, that's brilliant. A birthday party with a difference, having a psychic reader there. So just putting it out there, how very American. Putting it out there if you've got a party or an anniversary or something coming up, it just makes for a different night, doesn't it? And highly successful as usual. Lovely people, younger people this time, and twins. And when I say twins, they could have had the greatest time, because they're identical. I mean, unbelievably identical. It was just like they'd put a different coat on. But thoroughly enjoyable evening. Lots of spirit activity, lots of emotion, which is always nice. Now, I'm just going to touch on how I work, because I get a lot of emails saying, what is it I do? And I don't really want to labour the point, because those that watch my videos already know. So super quick. You book an appointment with me. And from the time you book an appointment with me until the time I actually get to see you face to face, in that time, I will have sat down, and at some point I would have made a psychic link with you. And it's there that I sit and I write a page, 2 pages, whatever comes, about your life, your situation, what's going on now, your thoughts, your feelings. And this is to prove my psychic ability. So when you actually get here for your appointment, we then sit down together and I will read that to you. And I refer to it as my book of ticks, because there are no crosses in there. So paragraph by paragraph, I read it to you and we tick it off because it's correct. Once we've done that to prove the psychic ability, I will then make a spirit link with whoever chooses to step forward. Now, the other thing is that if you bring me a photograph, it doesn't matter, paper photograph, photocopy photograph, on your phone, a photograph, an image, a clear image of a loved one that's passed over that you would like some validation from. For me, a photograph is almost like a direct link. And so I can make the connection a lot quicker if you bring a photograph with you. And then we will have the spirit link and do the validation from there. So I know and I'm aware that I work entirely differently to other clairvoyants, mediums, psychics, whichever you'd like to call it, but we all have our own style. And I particularly like writing about you before you get here, because it's just a lot nicer than just sitting here talking at you. Of course, the downside to that is when I spend 20 or 30 minutes writing for someone and then they don't turn up. Slightly peeved, bites into my time when I could have been doing it for somebody else. But at least I have that information for them if ever they choose to get in touch and come back. So, now the other thing is, I think everybody's aware that I do psychic parties and I do one-to-one readings. Now, for those people that can't get to me for a one-to-one reading, let's utilise the power of Facebook. And we can do a video link. And it's as clear as this. I hope this is clear. It's as clear as this. And we can have the whole appointment on video. I would still make the psychic link before our appointment time. I would still write in the book of ticks as much information about you that is relevant to you at this time that I could. And then we'll just do the whole appointment by video. Now, I, in one of my other videos on this page, said that I was going to do a live. I did a live to see how it would go. and I said that I would do a live. If people would put photographs of their past loved ones underneath the video. And I had a handful of people do it. I don't know why. I don't know if the video didn't get exposure. I don't know if people didn't watch the whole video. But nonetheless, I'm tired and it makes me scratch my head. Nonetheless, not many photographs were put up. So I think there was 3 or 4 that was put on, and I decided to video link these people that put the photograph on, and I gave them a one-to-one reading for free, short, but about that person. The photographs they put on, this is what the people were looking for, validation from that particular person in the photograph. So I've done that, and now I've got 4 more names. Helen Stokes, Tina Hurley, Kelly Astley, and Julietta Giles. These 4 people have put a photograph on that I haven't contacted you yet. So I will put your names underneath this video. If you can please watch it all, I'll put a note on. And I would like to make contact with you at some point over this weekend, which is the 20th and the 21st. So today, tomorrow, Saturday and or Sunday. So if you can let me know, it's only going to be 5 minutes of your time, just so that I can validate the photograph you've put on. And then I can arrange to do a live link. I'll put it out as an event, and hopefully we'll get a fair few people on there putting their photographs on, and so I can do a live link with you all, which would be very nice. A little bit hairy scary for me, because the first live link I did, the thing that's really weird and messes with my head on the live link is that the reflection I see of myself is turned round. So I put my left hand up and my right hand flies in the air, and it's a bit of a head mess for me. Hats off to those people that live feed on a regular basis. Perhaps they just don't look at what's going on the screen, but you just can't help it when the computer's right in front of you. So, people, I need to remind you, I only have 3 appointments left in May, and they are on a post on my page, the 3 dates I've got left. And then we're booking into June, and I think it's starting about the 5th or the 6th of June. And I'll put some availability on a little bit later, a bit closer to the time. So I can only wish that you all have a wonderful weekend. I'm quite sure someone has stolen summer and has left us with the rainy season. Garden loves it, humans don't. But you know what, it doesn't matter what the weather is. What was that song? It may be raining outside, but in my heart it's spring. And I think that's a nice way to live, isn't it? Stay happy. So everybody, before I go, as I always say, because I can't leave without saying it, please be nice to each other. It costs nothing to be kind. And I look forward to speaking with Helen Stokes, Tina Hurley, Kelly Astley and Julietta Giles at some point over this weekend. Everybody have a good night's sleep, and I'll speak to you all soon. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye now.